Hey guys, how's it going? How is your beautiful day going on this beautiful day? Anyway, let's get to the reactions for this week, or my three disappointments and my three surprises of the week. All right, now, actually, a lot of my reactions for this week are gonna be same game reactions, just because everything kind of happened how it was supposed to happen, except for the few upsets that there were. So yeah, most of my disappointments and surprises are going to be in the same games. Our first surprise, we'll start with the surprise this week, and I guess we'll just talk about the whole inclusive game, because obviously the Rams were the surprise and the Vikings were the disappointment for the week. Maybe I do start with the Vikings because it's starting to look like their defense is a lot more predictable, and not predictable, but people are starting to realize what Brian Flores is doing there. And the big thing, the Vikings defense last year was actually really good up until like week 9, week 10. And then they started to really start to lose games because people started to figure out the Vikings defense. They started to figure it out. Brian Flores was there last year and he's again there this year. And it's starting to look like teams might be starting to find out this defense. Obviously last week with a very close game to the Lions where they lose, and then this one. This is a very winnable game. And you got to win it if you're the Vikings, because it's a team that is supposed to be inferior to you as the Rams. Now, I will give the Rams credit. They got Puka and Cooper Kupp back, and Matthew Stafford played Matthew Stafford football. And now that this team is healthy, they look 10 times better. And they are right in the thick of this division. You got the Seahawks 4-4, 49ers 4-4, the Cardinals 4-4, and then you guys are 3-4. You're right in the thick of this division. This division is still wide open. It's still waiting for somebody to run away and take it. And we don't know who that's going to be yet. The 49ers are injured. The Cardinals have looked kind of very, very on and off this year. The same with the Seahawks, and I guess same with the Rams now. So we're just waiting to see which team is going to take advantage of this division. But Matthew played a great game. Kyron Williams had some good production on the ground with 23 carries for 97 yards. And then Puka and Cooper Kupp just fit back in well. And Demarcus Robinson caught 2 touchdowns. This offense looked 10 times better than it has in recent weeks. And the defense looked pretty good. The Vikings offense just didn't look like it was clicking very well in certain points of this game. And this is the type of thing where you start to look at Sam Darnold and wonder, yes, he's played amazing this year for what Sam Darnold is, but is he the answer at quarterback if you want to win a Super Bowl? I think you got to go with the upside guy in JJ McCarthy, because when JJ comes back, which will be next year, obviously he's not coming back this year, but I think that you need to put him in the game. Right? I don't think Sam Darnold is a guy that you are going to start for the future, just because I don't think he can win you any serious games. Because this was a game where he had a chance to take it in the end, and he didn't. And although, yes, the Vikings got kind of screwed at the end of this game with the face mask call. Like, they got screwed. But were they going to drive down the field and win this game? Because either way, if he doesn't face mask, that's a safety. And Sam Darnold was sitting in the pocket for a long time. Like, Sam Darnold would have gotten sacked either way on this play. Like, he didn't look very decisive on the play that he got sacked on. That's where you start to wonder, is Sam Darnold the guy that the Vikings are going to rely on to win them football games in the crunch time and in serious like playoff situations? I really don't think he's that guy yet. All right, now our second game where we have a surprise and a disappointment in the same game. Obviously, the Browns the surprise, the Ravens the disappointment. Realistically, the Ravens had so many chances to win with like 10 dropped picks and 8 dropped passes. Like, Lamar Jackson played a great game. It's just that nobody could catch the football today. I don't know not today, but on Sunday. Nobody could catch the football. And honestly, Jameis Winston probably had the most turnover-worthy throws you could see that weren't picked. Shout out to Jameis Winston. I'll always love Jameis Winston. He's one of the funniest dudes on earth. But I don't think he really won this game. He did play way better than Deshaun Watson. And that's what his upside is he's going to take risks, and he's going to throw for a lot of yards, and your team is just going to score a lot more points with Jameis Winston, but they're also going to give up more points. But they didn't, because the Ravens can't catch the football. And this is one where, again, the Ravens, in this division, especially with the way that the Steelers are looking right now, you have to win these games. You have to. You have to beat the Browns. I've said it before. I thought the Ravens had a chance to win out and like finish with only 2 losses. One of my friends let me know like the Ravens aren't like that. the Ravens aren't like that. They for some reason they like to go to some games and just lay eggs for no reason. After playing 5 games being the absolute best team in football, where they look absolutely unstoppable, they come in against a Browns team and just lay an egg. Man, they lay an egg. With the amount of drops that this team had on the offensive and defensive side of the ball, yeah, they're gonna have amazing stats, but it doesn't come out to anything because it seems like they only drop the passes on important downs, which is weird, but it sucks for them. And the Browns, again, their offense really finally performed with a different quarterback. They should have had Jameis Winston in the game prior. He should have been in the game all year, but I know because of Deshaun Watson's contract, they had to kind of make Deshaun Watson play and not have Jameis Winston in the game. The last 2 of my disappointment and surprises will be in different games. Yes, I could say I'm surprised by New England, but honestly, I'm not. I'm not surprised New England won this game. Okay, I'm not. The Jets are the Jets, and they did it again. They have ended their season. Yes, the season's not over. They could win out. They could win their last 9 or win 8 out of 9 and realistically still make the playoffs. Is that going to happen? No. This is the biggest train wreck in football. The biggest. Now that the Browns have taken Deshaun Watson out, well, I mean, I guess he took himself out with the Achilles injury. But now that Jameis Winston is playing, the Jets are the biggest joke in football. You have everything you need and you still can't win games? You have everything you need. You have a Hall of Fame quarterback, a great running back core, amazing wide receivers, and a decent actually their offensive line isn't that good. But you have everything you need to be a successful team. You have everything but a decent offensive line, which you should be able to win games still. But you still can't. You can't beat the Patriots, who have been the worst team in the league this year. They have been the worst team in the league so far this year, and you can't beat the Patriots? Especially without Drake May. Jacoby Brissett came in the game and won it for them. Yeah, the Jets are the disappointment. This is the most, last week you thought that was the most embarrassing loss? This is worse than last week. This is worse than last week. I don't even know what you do with the Jets now. I don't even know what to say about the Jets anymore. This is just, I don't know. I'm done talking about the Jets because they're just atrociously bad. Our third surprise for the week is going to the Lions. I'm not really surprised by what they did, but they deserve recognition because they scored 52 points in 3 quarters. They scored 52 points in 3 quarters. And guess what? Jared Goff had 85 yards passing. 85. At the end of the first half, he had 30. Their net passing because of sacks was only 9 yards. He finished the game with 85 and 3 touchdown passes. So you're telling me your starting quarterback throws for 85 yards and you win by almost 40? You win by 38 points. You scored 52. I don't care how bad the Titans are. I really don't care how bad the Titans are. That's ridiculous. That's insane. I mean, good on this team. Their defense was obviously good. Offense is the best in the league because your quarterback can throw for 85 yards and win by 38. And there was not much defensive touchdowns. Now, their special teams did amazing. There wasn't no defensive touchdowns, but their special teams was amazing. Khalif Raymond, that dude is a star. I wish Denver kept him because he played absolutely fantastic. Where he returns a punt for a touchdown. He returns another kick or punt. I don't remember what it was to the 20-yard line. And then Dorsey, that Dorsey guy, what was his name? Khalil Dorsey had a 72-yard kick return. And then Khalif Raymond 5 for 190 and a touchdown. The special teams on this team is ridiculous. And they literally won this game for Detroit. That's all for my disappointments and stuff. Now we're going to talk about other games. Right here, I don't know what you do if you're the Dolphins now. You lost and you have everybody back. Tua's back. Here's the thing with Tua. He made the team look 10 times better, but the team still isn't good enough because Tua's still not good enough. I was trying to give more respect to Tua because this team looks so unbelievably atrocious without him. But even when he's there, they're still not good enough. I just don't think Tua's good enough. He's a better quarterback than what they had, and I think he's a very serviceable quarterback, but he's never going to win you a Super Bowl, and I don't know if he'll even win you playoff games. This Miami team is just not good enough. It's not good enough. I think their weapons, their Raheem Mostert, Devin Achane, Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, even Jonnu Smith, like their weapons are amazing. But I just don't think their quarterback play is ever good enough. On the other side, the Cardinals starting to catch their well, I don't know. The Cardinals are up and down. Last week they didn't even look good offensively. This week they looked fantastic offensively. Previous weeks they haven't looked great. Week 1 and 2, the offense looked amazing. I don't know what to say about the Cardinals offense. It is very, very, very wishy-washy. Kyler Murray, 307 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great game from Kyler Murray. Yeah, Trey McBride was everywhere. I mean, 9 catches for 124 yards. It felt like every single play I saw in red zone with the Cardinals, it was him either throwing to Trey McBride or Marvin Harrison for a big play. Very good for the Cardinals offensively to kind of pick it up. Philly, great job. Great job. This was a toss-up game in my head where I didn't know who was really going to win. I eventually picked the Eagles to win. This was a great game for the Eagles, especially Jalen Hurts only throwing 4 incompletions, 236 yards and a touchdown. That's exactly what we need from Jalen Hurts. That's what we need to see back from Jalen Hurts. This is the Jalen Hurts that we started to see back in 2022 when they almost won the Super Bowl. And then he had 3 touchdown rushes. I don't know. Touchdown rushes for Jalen Hurts is a stat that I don't really give a shit about because they just get down to the 1-yard line and push it in. But Saquon, again, this offense is so lethal. They have the best weapons in the NFL when it comes to offense. 1A, 1B with them and the 49ers. And when everybody's healthy for the Eagles, just call it a wraps. I mean, they're such a good team. And they're finally starting to look like the team that we thought they were. Just a couple words on this one. Oh my God. What the hell happened? What in the God's name? Wow. That's all I really got to say about it. The Cowboys are lost. Throw away the team. Dak Prescott is not the guy. He will never be the guy to win you a Super Bowl and probably never going to be the guy to win you more than 1 playoff game and maybe not even 1 playoff game. I know he's won 1 in his career already. Dak it's over. It's over, Dak. He's not good enough. He's a good quarterback. He's above average. Okay? He's above a lot of other quarterbacks. He will win you a decent amount of regular season games, even though it's starting to look like he's not even going to do that anymore. Get rid of Dak Prescott. He is not the answer for you as a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's not the answer. And get a better running game, because holy crap, dude. Look at these stats. Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook aren't going to get it done. So you better draft Ashton Genty. How about them Broncos? This realistically could have been 38-14 or 38-7. But because Troy Franklin doesn't want to catch passes, because we want to run a run play on 3rd and 3 and then fake a field goal. After Bo's doing great, we could have just passed for the first down, but we run to Javonte Williams, don't get it, and then we, on the 40-yard line, go for a fake field goal on 4th and 8, which doesn't make any sense. And then Cortland Sutton wants to fumble on the goal line. Like, legitimate. All right, the recording stopped, but legitimately, we could have won that game. Oh, sorry, we're on the wrong game. I was talking about the next game when I realized that it turned off. Legitimately, we could have won this game like 40 points, but just like 3 plays separate that score. We play the Ravens next week after they just lost to the Browns. And then we play the Chiefs after that. So this was a very important win for playoff picture ways because we have the ability to lose the next 2 games. Do I want to lose them? No. Are we going to? Probably. But we have the ability to lose those games now that we won this game. So good for us. Now, the last game that I was going to talk about that unfortunately got cut off, the Pittsburgh Steelers against the New York Giants. I'm basically just going to talk about Russell Wilson and the Steelers. I really think that Russell Wilson and Sean Payton just didn't work out as coexistent people. I just don't think it was something that was working out. And of course, Nathaniel Hackett didn't, because that dude is a train wreck of a coach. I mean, he's awful. I mean, even with the Jets right now, he's looking, I mean, I know he's not calling the plays anymore, but when he was calling the plays, they didn't look good. So yeah, I just don't think that Sean and Russell really meshed together, because Russ has come here and looked pretty damn good with the Steelers. He's looked pretty good, and I've been hate watching Russell because I wanted him to suck with them. In the grand scheme of things, I think he's just going to look better with the Steelers anyway, just because it's a better system for him to run. Yeah, I think he's more of a system quarterback. And Denver has looked good without Russ as well. We were 2-5, or we were 3-5 as of right now, and we are 5-3 now. You know, so I think both teams both the team and Russell just didn't mesh together well, and they're both doing better now that they're on different teams. So good for both of us. But Tyrone Tracy, I know he got a concussion at the end of the game. Man, Tyrone Tracy, dude. Tyrone Tracy he's dangerous. He's dangerous. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. yeah, we're just gonna keep grinding. So we're gonna be posting videos every single day except for Sundays. So please stay tuned. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.
Got the sauce, bitch.